Michael Jackson. Hagiographic biography has been released, and frankly, it's good. I thought you can't get over the threshold. Michael Jackson's too weird, too unusual, whether you love him or don't love him, and I actually love Michael Jackson. He's so strange that someone can't play him in a film. But the lad Jafar plays him tight. Yeah. It's like from the first second you see him, you're like, oh, that's Michael Jackson.
That's Michael.
No problem, got it. What I liked was the innocence and the genius, and that Michael Jackson was a bringer of light, a sort of oddly apolitical figure, though of course the film does frame the time he intervened in LA gangs with his wonderful innocence, and he had got quite kind of a Christ-like quality in a way, like he's set apart. He has sort of a divine and blessed countenance, Michael Jackson. Now, of course, his later life, well, not covered by the film, understandably, was beset by allegation, accusation, rumour, gossip and condemnation. And what I felt like the film when I saw it was, oh no, this tells you, even though it's not like this isn't like Goodfellas or The Matrix, it's not, but it ain't even like something like Rocket Man, a more expressive biographical film. But Michael Jackson was, I think, a peerless genius as an entertainer, like maybe the best entertainer the world has ever seen. It might be like, I mean, who's up there? Elvis, Prince? I mean, who's like the dancing, the singing, the creativity, the just otherness of him. He has an otherness. And I thought in scenes like where his mum says to him, you're not like other boys, Michael, you never were. Or when he wants to play Twister with his brothers and they don't want to play because they're adults now and they're married and having sex with adult human females, like, but he's like, oh, you guys are no fun anymore. And like me, I've had a lot of my opinions have been cast, I reckon, by South Park. I really love South Park. I love those guys. So when, like, you know, like you maybe, when they handled the pandemic in the way they did, I was like, because when they did the Michael Jackson episodes, that really made me think, yeah, they've got Michael Jackson. Yes, ignorant, why you don't want to climb a tree? And any man that wants to hang out with kids, well, you know, why would you want to? And would you let your kids? Maybe you would get bowled over. I mean, I really feel like I would not let my kids sleep in a room with an adult man, no matter how much of a genius he was. That's what I reckon. But when you see him, I don't know, man, I feel like he was on a plane of innocence. Now, my mate Joe, who you guys know, did tell me that in that Netflix documentary, there are people saying, like bodyguards and that, saying, well, I went in the shower and he was... He was, sadly, one has to say, performing on a child. So that is an eyewitness account, which it is a type of evidence. But it's on a TV show. And believe me, I know that a documentary is a TV show. That is not a fact. It's a TV show. But, you know, an eyewitness is an eyewitness, and that's a type of evidence. Evidence is important in these matters. So, right, but what I feel about Michael Jackson, watching the movie, and you can't, obviously it's a biography about a real person, so you can't review the movie without reviewing the man. And what the movie did so well is it gave us a chance to look at Michael Jackson once again as what I believe he was, a genius, a very unusual genius who did some unusual stuff. But my prayer, at least, is, and so far he's been found not guilty whenever he stood trial, and now he's dead, God rest his eternal soul. My belief is that he's not a person that operated on that bandwidth, that he was an innocent, that he was a kind of an innocent. But hey, that's a controversy that other people can handle. What is not controversial is that the light came through him. And this, I can tell you, is that when someone has a propensity to bring light and love, and even in the most generalised way, says things like, heal the world and we're all one and it don't matter if you're black or white. You know, he's hardly Foucault, he's hardly Marx, he's hardly Sartre or Camus, he's not even Jordan Peterson or me and you. He's an otherworldly character. But isn't that sad that even generalized love and kindness is seen as otherworldly? What do we think of ourselves that even the word matter, the most solid thing, the word from which the mother is derived, means things that are solid? What matters is what's solid, not, as quantum physics would seem to suggest, that which creates matter, abides in matter, precedes matter, transcends matter. Hey, complicated. But when someone can carry that and hold that in song, in peculiar parody, in taking the pulse of a nation, then I think you have to call them what they are, a genius. And you can see how the culture responds to them, commodify them and monetize them. And if that stops working, destroy them. And heaven forbid that someone should wake up in their pod like Michael Jackson did and start talking about, hey, these people are telling me this and this is corrupt. So yeah, no one will ever really know the story of Michael Jackson's private life, and perhaps blessedly now, after dependency on prescribed drugs and stuff, he's no longer with us. But what I feel is that Michael Jackson was destroyed by his genius, both inwardly to a degree, because he could never be at ease with himself, and outwardly by a culture that is dark. There's a darkness in the entertainment industry that destroys light, because light illuminates us all, lights up our hearts, gives us all hope, gives us all joy. And I know that the most powerful institutions, systems, elites and individuals benefit from us hating one another, regarding everyone as if someone's great, oh, they're a paedophile, Martin Luther King was this, Gandhi was that, Michael Jackson, like anyone and everyone that does anything unusual or brilliant, there's a reason why we should hate them, because they want you to hate yourself. They don't even want avatars or examples of greatness. They want us to live in a kind of perpetual drudgery of hopelessness and despair, because then the best you're going to get is a pint of beer or a shot of smack or a hit on a pipe or a wank. And that's exactly where they want you. They want you in a metaverse. They want you locked in, bolted down in some sort of virtual reality headset with piped in perennial advertising on a universal basic income dependent on their false system. And Michael Jackson, for all of his innocence in his simple brilliance, showed us that love and light and God are real. But that's just what I think. Why don't you let me know what you think in the comments and chat? Maybe you think he was a paedophile. My prayer is that he wasn't. I like to believe in the beauty and the greatness of people, but truth and justice are what they are. Let's pray for them all, for all of us. My book is out now. There's a link in the description for you to buy it. And if you want it for free as an audiobook, and I really like it as an audiobook, get both if you can. There's a link for that as well.